Pathmonk is the intelligent tool for website lead generation. With increasing online competition, over 98% of website visitors don't convert. The ability to successfully show your value proposition and support visitors in their buying journey separates you from the competition online. Pathmonk qualifies and converts leads on your website by figuring out where they are in the buying journey and influencing them in key decision moments with relevant micro experiences like case studies, intro videos, and much more. Stay relevant to your visitors and increase conversions by 50%. Add Pathmonk to your website in seconds. Let the AI do all the work and get access to 50% more qualified leads while you keep doing marketing and sales as usual. Check us on pathmonk.com. Welcome to today's episode. Let's talk about today's guest. We have Jonathan, founder and CEO with Growth Hackers. How you doing, Jonathan?
Good, Ernesto. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's been a long time coming, connecting, so I'm great that we're able to connect with you, and we're excited to learn a little bit more about Growth Hackers.
Awesome. Let's start whenever you're ready, Ernesto.
Yeah, so well, let's kick it off with that. In your own words, Jonathan, can you tell us a little bit more about what Growth Hackers is all about?
Okay, maybe let me tell you a little bit about myself and then why I created Growth Hackers. In the past 15 or 20 years, I've traveled around the world and used to work in many different places, US, UK, Australia, Spain, etc. And I always worked with startups and small businesses. And the thing is, when I was working with startups, I found out that people were really good at tech, like building a product, building an app, whatever it is, but they didn't really know how to market it, how to generate leads, to get users, customers, etc. So the idea was to create Growth Hackers to help those companies with what moves the needle at the end, like lead generation or sales, And that was the idea with Growth Hackers. So I created it, I co-founded it like around 7 years ago, in 2024. So I think 7 years ago now, almost 8 years ago. And we helped, I'm originally from France, as you can hear my accent, but I'm personally based in Taiwan. But even if I'm based in Taiwan, my team is pretty much spread out all across the world, whether it's in North America, in Europe, or in Asia. And the customers we work with are mostly from the West. What I call the West is 3 different kind of region. It's North America again, it's Europe, and it's the UAE. I always call Dubai or the UAE the West because the West is a business. It has nothing to do with the Middle East or Asia. It's really like a Western kind of culture, business-wise. And that's what we do. So the idea is to work with clients, create like tailored strategies for their business and help them grow.
Yeah. All right. Awesome to hear that. That's I think everybody struggles with that at the beginning. So I'm glad there's a company out there that can help you grow your business at that moment. And so maybe that for our listeners who are tuning in could get a good understanding of Growth Hackers. What would you say is the key problem then that you solve for clients, Jonathan?
Okay. Us is really about leads. We really focus on the results because what we found is many agencies out there, they're going to talk to you about followers, about likes, about impressions, about brand awareness. And those like brand awareness, it might be good if you are Nike, but most of companies are not Nike, unfortunately. Or followers or likes, it might be good if you're like an Instagram influencer, I guess. But most companies, that's not what they're really looking for. They're really looking at leads or sales, whatever it is. So we really focus on this approach, and everything is towards that goal. And the thing is, most entrepreneurs will say, "Oh yeah, leads is what I want." But at the end of the day, when you work with a freelancer or an agency or even like a marketer, they will just tell you about followers or likes, and we really don't like those kind of metrics. So we really focus on real growth, as you name it.
All right, awesome. So then, who would your ICP be? Is it only startups that you guys like to focus on, or is there another vertical that you guys?
Okay, good question. Actually, we don't work that much with startups anymore. Now we work more with small to medium businesses. Why? Because like when we started Growth Hackers, the idea was really to work with startups. And at first it was even with Taiwanese startups. But the thing is, we kind of switch a little bit to either advanced startups or small to medium businesses. Because if you are like an early stage startup, at the end of the day, what you want to do is to build a product, test your product, gather data into your product. So that's a bit too early for us. What we want to make sure is like we want to work with companies who already have a product or a service, doesn't really matter, and that want to take it to the next step. About the types of companies we work with, we are not industry focused, I would say, but still we work with some industries much more than the others. So, for example, in e-commerce is definitely a type of company we work with because it's easy to prove. It's easy to prove sales pretty much. Also, like companies like healthcare, education, and manufacturing are companies we work with. We work from time to time on some of the projects, but that's minimal.
Right. Awesome. Great to hear that from you guys. But still, that the up change is always good. So I'm glad that you guys already have that vertical set up with you guys. So then how would these small to medium businesses find out about Growth Hackers? Is there a top client acquisition channel that you guys have?
So it changed over the years, to be honest. Like I would say when we started, it was a lot about, like 7 years ago, it was a lot about Twitter, because at the time we could automate pretty much everything on Twitter, and Elon Musk continued to take it over and change everything. So we were generating a lot of this on Twitter. And since I would say 2020, I'm not sure exactly the dates, but yeah, just after the pandemic, we started to diversify our acquisition channels. And now we mostly focus on SEO. So SEO is like going to creating content for our website, sharing it on social media, making sure that once we get a lead, when we get traffic, either we generate a leads from it or we get in touch with them. So we have been focused on SEO for the past 3 years, I would say. And now I would say 50 or 60% of our leads come from SEO, maybe 20 or 30% come from social media. When I say social media, it would be Twitter or LinkedIn, but again, it's organically. And some of the others might come from other ways, such as referrals or email marketing. But 90 or 95% of our leads really come from organic, and 50, 60 SEO.
Oh, awesome. Great. Well, great to hear, adapting, changing again. So it's great that Growth Hackers is growing as well, right? So that's awesome to see. And better than SEO, right? One of the best ways to grow it. So awesome that you guys are doing that. And for our listeners who are tuning in, you can check them out at growth-hackers.net. Jonathan, what role does the website play then for client acquisition?
Oh, that's like the main thing, I would say. Like the main thing, because people, like at the end of the day, because it's all about, it's mostly about SEO, or even when we share content on social media, whether it's Twitter or LinkedIn or other channels, the idea is to still bring people to the website. So the website is key. So what we've done, actually, our website, we try, the branding, we try to not be too formal, in a way that we're not really interested in working with banks or lawyers or those kind of companies. Even if they have high budget, it's not really our strength, because our strength is more small to medium businesses. So we try to take like an AG kind of approach in terms of wording or design. And the idea is, once someone gets, even like we have some pop-ups, they are not formal at all. They try to be a little bit out of the box, I guess. And yeah, the website is a key part, because when there is a website, either they visit it and go to the contact page, or they might sign up to the newsletter to get some more information. But the website is definitely the key part. I mean, at the end of the day, it's in my opinion, for almost any business, except if you have like a very unique technology. But for almost any kind of business, the website is the first thing people will see. So if they don't like it, or they have bad user experience or whatever, they're not going to work with you, whether it's a service or a service or a product. So for us, it's a key component. I
Awesome.
can't hear you.
Sorry about that. I was coughing. Good thing I have my editing team so they could go ahead and edit this out. So it's good. Well, let's switch gears then, Jonathan, a little bit, and let's talk about you as a leader, you being the CEO there for Growth Hackers. What are some key tasks you focus on your day-to-day work?
So I think the tasks have been changing again over the years, because at the beginning we were just two, so you pretty much do everything. You go from like accounting to lead generation to customer support to whatever you name it. And over the time, you just hire people to kind of delegate the different tasks that you have. And now I found myself, like, the past 2 years, like, I do still a lot of things, but at the end of the day, I feel like 65% of my time or something, I just do problem solving. So I see a problem somewhere, whether it's with a team member, with a client, with a strategy, with a design, whatever it is. And my goal is just not to pinpoint the problem, but to find a solution. So it's like every time I try to have, like, with my team, I have this like problem solving skills or problem solving mindset that I try to put in place. It's like, if you find a problem, it's okay. Like, as this person is in for a problem, but I don't want you to come up to me with a problem. I want you to come up to me with a solution. So you tell me, okay, I found that problem. I have 2 or 3 solutions. At the end of the day, I would make the choice of going with one solution over the other. But that's so at the end of the day, I would say problem solving. It's whether it's with a team, a strategy, a website, whatever it is. This is what I do on a daily basis.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much for that. And well, let's switch to our next section here, Jonathan, and it's our rapid fire question rounds. So are you ready for them?
Go for it.
Awesome. First off, what is the last book that you read?
The last book that I read, oh my God, that's is I Am Here. I can't tell you it's like more like a Buddhist kind of monk kind of book. I can't tell you the name of the author just because I don't want to misspell his name. It's a Vietnamese author, so it's yeah, I don't want to say it badly, honestly. But you can easily find it. I Am Here. It's about enjoying the moment, if you like. It's like, don't dwell on the past. Don't worry too much about the future, but enjoy what you have right now. That's what the book is about.
All right. Awesome. Thank you for that. Next up is, what is one single thing that your company is focused on at the moment the most?
Right now, at the most, it's about, I would say, customer retention. Like last year, we focused, as most companies, we focus so much on AI. This year, we are focusing more like trying to give the best customer experience that we can.
All right, great. And if there would be no boundaries in technology, what would be that one thing that you want to have fixed for your role as a marketer today?
Okay, if the other thing is, like, things that we do with customers that takes a lot of time is about the strategy more than the execution sometimes. And if you could just, Ernesto, you send me like your company name, I click a button and the whole strategy is made within 10 seconds or even within 1 minute, I will love it. So I will save a lot of my team and my own time as well. So it's kind of like creating a foolproof strategy with AI that would be like kind of integrating all the tools and all the data are online. So that would be perfect.
All right, awesome, great to hear that. Now, if there was one repetitive task that you could automate, what would that be?
Task. That's a good one. Like anything about accounting. Oh my God, even if I have like content that helps me, I just find like everything was new. Like, I'm good with math and numbers, but honestly, it's like if I could just have something to completely automate this, that would be perfect.
All right, okay, perfect, no worries. And well, lastly, Jonathan, a lot of experience already, right? Going almost into a decade into your company. But what is one piece of advice that you would give yourself if you were to restart your journey as a marketer today?
That's a good question again. One advice that I would give myself 10. Like creating processes or SOPs earlier. Because the thing is, like, at the beginning, you have everything you do, you have it in your own head, kind of, and you know how to do it. But as soon as you want to hire someone or delegate someone, you have to create those. You can't share your brain, kind of. So you have to create those SOPs or those processes. So I would say, like, creating those SOPs, like standard operating procedures, much more early on. That would have helped me, but also our clients move faster.
Okay, awesome. Great. Thank you so much for that. Well, great advice from you. Jonathan, thanks a lot for being on the show with us today. I do want to give you the last word. If someone forgets everything about the interview today, what is that one thing they should remember about your company?
I wouldn't say about the company, but I would say about, like, bit about myself, about the company. It's not, I don't want to sell myself, but like what I try to implement in the company is all about people. So it's kind of like there's a quote from Richard Branson who says, like, customers are not first, but employees are first, because if you take care of your employees, you take care of your customers, take care of your customers. It's kind of the mindset that I want. I want everyone I want to treat my employees well, but also want the employees to treat each other well and to respect each other. If we have this kind of positive mindset inside the team, then it's going to be much easier to deliver quality work for the customers, and the customers are happy, and the account manager are less stressed, etc. It's like a positive circle, kind of. So it's really caring about the people inside and outside the team.
Definitely. All right. Well, hey, thank you so much for that. For our listeners, you could always check them out at growth-hackers.net. Grow your business, get more leads and sales. Jonathan, thank you so much for being on today's episode. To our listeners, thank you so much for tuning in, and looking forward to our next episode at Pathmonk Presents. Thanks a lot, Jonathan.
Thank you, Anderson. Thank you.